Hello.
Taco.
It's okay. You were muted, so they didn't hear you.
Good name for a character.
I was unmuting the tabs, but we almost got a glimpse into
Just
the
snorted coffee up my
backstage.
nose.
That's our healthy backstage chat. What do our Patreon to get access? No, I'm joking. If you want to be on the in jokes.
Oh, Christ.
This group. Hello, everybody, and how's it going out there in the internet world? I will still do my spiel, even though that was just funny. Yeah, so here we are, and yeah, what is up in the chat? Everyone is doing good, I assume. How's everyone's week been?
Good?
Uh-huh. It's great. Don't all come at me with answers. Don't worry.
Good.
It's been a week.
It's been
Fine.
I
weird.
don't recommend snorting coffee. It's an unpleasant experience.
Yeah.
My weekly life advice is everyone take care of their kidneys. Take your vitamins. Don't eat too much salt. Take care of your kidneys, my friends.
Two life lessons: kidneys and don't snort coffee. That's really great. It's really great. I love it. And just to kind of remind us and kind of who we're playing and all that good stuff, let's go around your little casting crew here. And Serafina, what else? Well, Hev, what else shouldn't we snort?
When I was in high school, no,
Oh, no.
middle
Hold on.
school, when I was in middle school. What? Oh,
I'm
sorry.
getting ready for this.
Yeah. When I was in middle school, people used to snort that Mexican candy that you could get that was essentially like chili powder and sugar. And I would recommend not snorting that because there were many nosebleeds in science class.
Why would you? People are weird, man. People are weird.
I don't know. I assumed they probably thought it would get them high. I went to a poor middle school.
This chili powder's hot. If I
We
snort it,
knew
I'll be
that
hot
you
too.
Snorted things to get high, but we weren't 100% sure what it was. So we were kind of just like experimenting.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I
Oh
love
yes,
it.
and also my name is Heavenly. Hello.
It is.
I'm playing Serafina, the mom of the group, level 5 fighter, level 11 cleric, because we leveled up and now we're level 16. Heck yeah.
Yeah, you did. Super awesome. Good to have you here. Thank you for story. And jumping down from you to Sean.
Hi, everybody.
What else shouldn't
My
we
name
snort?
is Sean, and my character is Neil Zarkanin. I'm a level 16 paladin, and I would like to say that I've become convinced that my character is going to die soon.
No, he's not.
You keep saying that, so I don't do it.
I don't want it to happen,
It's not
but
happening.
I'm just pretty positive it's going to happen. Because if you think about my character, hey, everybody, things are great. Like every episode at some point, my character's so happy, and I'll say something like, I'm going to live forever, and it's just obviously, I'm fated to die. So I have in mind my next character who is awful and nothing like this character. So I would ask you all to be ready.
The only time you need to worry about is it when you die, Sean, is if I ever come to you as an NPC and offer you a magical cloak that's red. So
Okay.
you ever wear like a red cloak or a red shirt, just don't.
Oh, I see. Yes. Also, you were talking about snorting things. I think I was 13, and my friend Stan, who was a longtime D&D player, went over to his house. We had nothing to do, and he had these smoke bombs. For some reason, he had those little army men, and he said, if you stand the army men on the smoke bomb, like they melt. I'm like, really? So we did that, and like these weird fumes came up. We started like cracking up. We would watch each army man like deform and slowly melt, and like we were just dying laughing. And after about like an hour and a half, we're like just rolling around on the ground, cracking up, and we realized that we had probably gotten really high off of the fumes of the melted men.
This is where we find out that Sean is actually a ghost because he gassed himself when he was 13 years old.
Also, I'm a ghost.
I died that day.
It's only D&D that keeps me here.
I only exist on the stream.
Oh my god, that'd be great. Hey, talking of great, Tommy.
Hey, I'm Tommy. I play Kieran Ramshorn, resident sad boy, angry boy barbarian, who had a really, really bad experience last week. It was horrifying. It was terrible. It was the worst. How dare I think that's probably one of the worst things you've done to him. Whole campaign. We're not gonna talk about it.
We'll talk about it.
None of you know. But yeah, on my end, the stories I could tell you about my high school and drugs. We had drug dogs on campus actively.
Wow.
And people still tried to sell drugs on campus, and they were really dumb. They were really dumb.
It was like, hey man, what are these drugs? Oh shit, the dogs.
Oh, the stories I could tell.
Well, thank you for sharing that. And jumping from you to our resident vapor.
Hey, it's me. I'm the cool kid. Vape Nation, bro. I'm just kidding. Please, children, don't vape. It's bad for you. It's NPC Bree. I'm playing Sayeli, everyone's favorite Soul ? Level 16 arcane trickster rogue who had her hand chopped off and now she's got claws. Let's not talk about it. It's cool. And let's see, snorting stories. Okay, so this wasn't. So I grew up south of Chicago, where the law isn't real, and you do whatever you want. And when I was in my junior year math class, remember this kid was making this like noise behind me, and we turned around and he had a powder all over his table, and our teacher saw it, and she's like, I'm going to turn around and count to 5. It needs to be gone by the time I turn around, or I'm going to call the cop that's in the school. So she turned around and she went 1, 2, 3, and you heard as loud as you could, like the loudest snort ever. And when she hit 5 and turned around, she like rubbed her hands together because she knew she should, but she promised him if it was gone in 5 seconds, she wouldn't call the cop. So I watched a kid do Adderall in the middle of my 3rd period math class.
Was he really focused afterwards, though?
So it was a weird day for Eric. Eric had a very weird day. I can tell
If that's even his real name.
No, that's really his real name. I can tell you.
Okay.
The school, we had a weird school. We didn't have drug dogs. We had kids walking down the hallway going, pot cookies. Anyone want some pot cookies?
Wow.
It was a weird school. I don't know.
That's crazy. America's a scary place. Luckily, I'm from the land of tea and scones, and I have had no experience.
I've heard
with
rave
that.
documentaries about the UK. Shit's crazy over there.
About nope. God save the Queen. And yeah, I am Proistata. I am the DM of this game, and all the other things in between. Who wants to do a recap?
The resident vapor.
Nice. Our coolest person.
I know, my cool hoodie that I haven't washed in like 4 days, but I've worn every day. It's fine, guys.
Mm-hmm. Illusion broken. Yeah.
All right, let's see. We started off in a cave, where we came to after falling down a very big hole in the Temple of Thursjune, where we found a Lumo lizard slobbering all over Kieran, which Sally kept as the new family friend Atog. We had a note in Seraphina's bag that said we need to go into the city of, hold on, Erelhai Sinlu, which is a drow city. We went through customs where they told us, as Gilded Glaive members, if we do anything wrong in their eyes, so anything good probably, we are to be, killed or something terrible like that. which is fine. We all signed the contract. The entire time, though, Neil is like, "We gotta free the slaves, everyone!" Right?
Just shouting it.
Shouting it around. Must free a slave, at least one. He's going to get us killed. It's fine. We found the inn that we were supposed to meet the prince at. It was called the Black Widow, where
Correct.
we saw all forms of debauchery. Then Serafina, Sally, and Neil went to the shops. Kieran stayed back and got drunk, did some gambling, won and lost. Not so bad. The three shoppers bought potions, healing potions and poisons, a harness for our new lizard dog, and continue down this road of we must free all the slaves, start a revolution or something amongst the city.
Yeah, my suggestion was to arm the slaves.
Yes, arm the slaves with our 0 gold now because we're all broke.
It's true, except for Tommy, whose gold I do have in my suitcase of holding.
True. We do have Kieran's gold. Sally and Serafina are now broke because together they pooled their money to get Serafina this beautiful, beautiful, versatile blade. Oh yeah, what was it called?
Sword of spider silk.
I mean, how cool is that? And it's magical.
I'm pretty sure it's haunted.
Haunted sword. Neil is not okay with it, but we are. And while we were doing that, Kieran was busy paying, I'm sorry, 100 gold for the infernal package with a tiefling prostitute. And after the night was over and we all went to bed.
Her name was Ebony.
Ebony, yes. Ebony.
She got some ivory.
And when Kieran woke up in the middle of the night after some fuck, he definitely saw his mom's face. So there's some issues we need to address, but we'll get into that.
None of you know that. None of you know that.
NPC Bree does.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That was great. I loved it. Did you take your inspiration? That was great.
Thank you.
You also though, because you did see your mom's face, it did scream at you and it did say "find me." So there was a reason to it, not more than just a weird scene, but the weird scene might have just
Mommy issues.
overcome that.
The second you said mom's face on the sexual partner's body, my brain stopped for a second. Like the light switch, whoop, it was off.
I was like, wait, what? Cool. So that's the scene. Everyone went back to the inn, had a sleep. Neil, Chiron in his own room with his lady friend, Ebony, and everyone else in one room.
I have a question. That flask of fire resistance oil, was that like a one-time use thing for that night, or do I get to keep that?
No, that was like for that night. It was like, your free bottle of wine. This will keep you safe. I don't want to kill you. They call me hot stuff for a reason. So yeah, they that happened, and everyone is sleeping. And as everyone is sleeping, you're all in this goo, this greenish, watery fluid. You feel your body being dissolved. You scream and you bang against this weird crystal, translucent, almost like glass in front of you, as your body is being submerged. Thank you. Submerged. You feel almost pinpricks going across your brain, as if tiny needles are probing it. You scream and you holler, but you can't see out. There is darkness past this glass. But you know there is someone there, someone watching. You need everyone to run me a Constitution save.
Constitution.
Do we get a +3 because we're all sleeping on top of Neil?
Not for this.
Okay.
Yes. I'm in my drow pajamas right now. Okay.
We're cuddle puddle.
Respect my pajamas.
All right. Was it con save?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I have a +4, so I'm gonna assume that I'm gonna make it. What did I get?
Why
Got
would
a
you say
6.
that?
Got a 6.
Why do
That's-
you ever say that?
Oh,
Why do you
it's
ever
fun.
say that? It
It's
never ends well.
fun. It's fun.
So as you're there and you're trying against your might, you feel Sayele, Neil, just your torso be consumed, your organs flap out and disintegrate. You scream, you holler, blood starts spurting from your mouth. You scream from this, and you and you die painfully, brutally.
Mood.
Just in the dream, not in real life.
I mean, it's fine. I have no character idea right now, but I'm sure I could come up with something in like.
I don't. I'm just think. I don't want to wake up in a bed with dead bodies. On
Like a
Well, it was only Kieran, but
with a whimpering lizard just in.
but as this is happening to you, you, Kieran and Serafina, you feel this happen, but you are just so. No. So in pain, but you deal with it. You come through it. And you wake up. Both of you. In your respective beds. Kieran, you have a beautiful, fiendish tiefling woman next to you. Serafina, you have a mound of people on you. You feel the dripping of spittle from Neil's open mouth as he's just like. He seems to be in a very deep sleep.
I poke him in the belly.
You wake up.
Neil, wake up. Neil. Neil. Neil.
I wake up.
Yeah. You wake up from that.
Okay. I think my character is not used to sleeping in a bed with other people. In fact, going into this, I assumed I would be sleeping on the floor. But all right. So I guess I would scream in terror.
Knees first, slumber party.
Ah!
Neil, stop screaming. It's just me.
It's so toasty in here.
Yes, we should have opened a window. There are a lot of bodies.
I never knew that sleeping could be so warm and comfortable.
Oh, Neil? I turn away so I don't cry.
It's this morning. Sweat in my eyeball.
So I was having a
Barely
dream.
wake up.
Was
Oh,
I having a dream about the tunnel of acid? Is that the deal?
No, you don't actually remember the dream.
And so when I failed my save, did anything happen?
Nope.
Not for now.
All
You were
right.
just in a nice deep sleep. You all feel extremely rested.
Oh.
You feel the pressure that you've been feeling since you've been in the fair kind of alleviated, as I said like last time. For sleeping in a nice kind of safe area. You lost one of your insanity points. So
Oh, you have quirks. Do I lose a quirk?
no, they're permanent.
Permanent quirkiness.
I'll just keep asking.
Guess one day I forget.
Sooner or later, he's gonna accidentally say yes.
Yeah. So you're on your bed. You'll wake up.
Is it morning?
I mean, you're underneath. Like you're like the underdark. So there's no like morning or day. There's just this
All right.
perpetual like purple gloom that
Oh.
every so often just like flickers on and off. And you know that people just kind of sleep whenever.
Is Atog our pet lizard in here?
My son.
Currently sleeping.
Sweet
Oh,
angel.
he's sleeping. Okay.
Mhm.
I don't wanna wake him up. All right.
Would you
I'll
have?
just, like, Lie there and savor each moment.
Mm. Would you ever spend that time as well, surfing into like trying to tune to your new weapon?
Oh yes, I'm very excited.
How
I
many
was
magical
thinking
items
about
you
it
have on you, by
all
the way?
night. How many magical items do I have?
Mhm.
Just 2. My ring of mind shielding's magical, right?
Mhm.
Is my cloak of protection magical?
Mhm.
Then I have 3.
Then you need to unattune one to get the sword. You can only ever have 3 maximum
Oh, but I have 3 total.
with the sword.
Yeah.
Okay, then yes.
Okay.
Because you gave up your other sword, right?
Yeah, I
That was
sold
magical. Yeah.
So-
Okay, yeah. I want to do that.
Yeah, you do that. Sayeli and Neil, as you're all in like you're in your night garb, your wraps or whatever. I don't know if anyone's just sleep naked or whatever. Who knows with this group. You see on Sayeli that Seraphina, you see on Seraphina her skin, like as she's like getting up and stretching and stuff like that. There is this like slight glimmer whenever she like goes around in like the room on her skin.
Wait, who's
Because-
that?
In my head, she's sort of like my mom. I'm not even gonna look at her. Like,
I'm not naked.
well,
You
yeah,
can
but I
look
don't.
at
You
me.
know, if it's stuff going on,
What?
it's
I'm
weird.
just walking.
Get dressed.
There you go. You should see the sword, Seraphina.
Okay, I'm so excited.
Plus the like the damage stats I already told you.
Oh my goodness. It's so beautiful. Cool. Whoa! Okay. It's a cool
Yeah,
sword.
you see this like on her skin.
What? We see something on her skin?
Yeah, her skin like glimmers, almost like
Like a vampire in Twilight.
Really?
kinda, yeah, but more like shiny than sparkly.
That's okay. That's weird. You seem to be sparkly.
Ah! Oh my goodness. It must have something to do with this cool sword. And I lift it up. And I'm like,
Kind of cool.
And for those who don't know what it looks like, it's this like long, like silvery, like long sword. And it's like black on the image, but it's like this long silvery long sword. And you wield it, Seraphina, and it's extremely light.
I like accidentally throw it. Oh my goodness. And I go, and I take
Chops.
Just a whipping sword.
it.
Atog runs away.
My
It like
person.
it like sticks in the door. I don't know my own strength.
Do I feel different? Like, I know I'm shiny, but do I feel.
Yeah, you feel like almost like you know when you're cold and like your skin gets that kind of like kind of like harsh kind of like tough feeling when you like go to something warm quite quickly, like kind of tingly, like
Hmm.
that, like you feel like more robust.
Wonderful. Sally, thank you so much for buying me a sword.
Sally's still like waking up. Like, oh yeah.
Sally, wake up! Look at my sword.
Wow, it's so sword-like.
Yes, it
It's
is.
quite amazing. I'm so glad you have another sharp weapon. I'm very grateful that you're happy for it. Where is my child at? She just like looks around.
I accidentally threw my sword near him, but he's fine.
I'm sorry, you threw a sword at my new pet lizard.
I didn't throw the sword at him, but it's
I paid
very-
50
it's
gold for a
it's-
harness.
He's
Yeah,
fine.
value.
He's fine. Atog, where are you? I'm gonna like, look for him. Atog, come out from where you're hiding. I put the sword away.
Comes out like from under the bed. Like,
See, he's fine.
My poor boy, my poor sweet child. How are you today? Good morning.
yeah, it runs up to you.
My 45 pounds of food to feed him.
Nice. Roll me a wisdom save, by the way, Seraphina, as you wake up.
Me?
No, charisma. Sorry, charisma.
Is it my sword? Is it trying to speak bad things to me? What I get? I'm not there. I don't know what I got.
9.
Oh no.
9.
9.
Not very good.
9.
Well, 12 with Neil there.
Yeah, Neil.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh yeah.
I don't think you've succeeded with that though. Knowing our DM, if it's not under a 25, you failed.
Oh.
Nice.
Shots
Yeah.
fired.
17 insanity.
So, yeah, you get up and you stretch. You all hear on your door, Seraphina, just, hello, it's Cianlu.
Who? Oh, it's the prince. Hello. I opened the door. Hello.
Yes. Oh, you're not decent.
I'm just wearing my battle underwear.
That's not a thing now.
Don't ask about her battle underwear. Sally says wearing.
I believe you just said you had wraps and like panties when you did it last time.
I'm like, you know, when you first start an RPG, like your character, how they're just wearing that weird, like that's what I'm wearing.
Nice. So he says like, yes, I can wait if you prefer.
No, it's fine. Come in. Please come in.
Come in.
Okay.
Please.
Please sit on our giant bed.
And
Let her get dressed. Just talk.
and he walks in and you see this 6 foot like very androgynous male drow. He has like very like long silvery hair that's like draped over like his shoulders and like kind of has this like Nordic-esque braiding in the back. Has like very fine clothing attire, has, like deep purples and gold, very noble-esque. And he kind of walks in. You see like there's like a rapier on his side, and he's just like, oh well. Sorry. He goes, oh well, so lovely for you to be here. I hope you found the place quite easily and no trouble. I'm sorry I couldn't be here to meet you, but you were gone. It was a day that had gone by, so I had to make sure my house was in order. It's a good job I did as well. As you're going to get dressed, Seraphina, where's everyone in the room right now? Because Ellison's like talking. Like, are you just getting dressed in the room? Are you getting dressed behind like the partition or anything like that?
You meant
I was
Cianlu,
behind
right?
the party.
Cianlu,
Not
sorry.
Elisand.
Sorry, Cianlu.
What?
Oh no,
Well-
he's a criminal.
Knowing Sayeli, she's probably wearing like just the full underclothes from her armor, like a long shirt and like legging style pants. So she's like, whatever, it doesn't strap some armor on it.
Mm-hmm.
Wearing the pajamas that I bought last time, and these pajamas apparently have loth all over them. So.
Mm-hmm. Cartoon spiders.
Mm.
Yeah, and Seraphina, you're just getting dressed. Yeah, so as you were going over, Seraphina, you're getting dressed. You open the window, like you had suggested before, as you're kind of walking over. And as you're kind of like going, he speaks. Everyone roll a perception check.
Okay.
Well, everyone apart from Seraphina.
I can roll a perception, probably.
So
Nice.
you seen as like Seraphina's like getting dressed and doing something, goes to open the window like she has suggested. You see her like open the window, do something with her hand, and just throw something at the window.
Wait, what? Seraphina threw something out the window?
Did she throw her sword?
No, it was like she did something with her hand and then she just threw something at the window.
Hey, Seraphina, getting rid of something?
What? I was just opening the window because it's so hot.
What did you get rid of, my friend? A pair of Dirty underwear? A secret? What did you just throw out the window?
I don't know what you're talking about. I just opened the window.
Can
I'm
Sally
gonna
walk
poke
over?
my head out the window. What are you
Yeah,
talking
Sa-
about?
Sally's gonna fall out and try and see what she threw out the window.
You're gonna fall out the window?
I'm gonna follow you to the window. Like,
I mean, you look, and you just see like an alleyway, and like people walking by and stuff. You don't really see anything in particular.
anyone look like they just got hit in the head with something heavy? Anyone unconscious on the ground?
Anyone dead? Run me a perception check at disadvantage because it's quite a sprawling city.
All right, disadvantage. Shit.
Crit fail.
Still a 12 though. Imagine. I just got a 1 more.
Yeah, you don't really see anything. It's just like a lot of people around. You hear like voices and speaking. Yeah, you don't really see anything.
Weird. Anyways, she's gonna stop and just shrug, I guess, and turn to Stanley and go, "Hey, thanks for warning us that it was going to be obscenely expensive to get into the city. I think we paid 2,000 gold or something to get in here."
It was like 100 gold pieces.
Plus taxes, or plus the handling fee.
We didn't have money. We were out to save some lives. We're not rich adventurers. We're strong adventurers.
Well, I saw you had the gilded glaive. I assumed you had money on you.
We didn't assume to end up in a temple of Theri's, dude.
I have a little bit of money.
Well, you seem to have made your way quite well. I am sorry for the inconvenience that others have put on you, but such is the way of the city. If they can, they will. But I've come here and asking for your aid. You had said that you wish to get allies when we were speaking in that strange temple. And me saving you versus you coming back for me, I would say an ode is due. But I would also like to. I understand that your group is mercenaries as well. I could also hire you.
Before we continue, we should go and fetch Kieran. It isn't fair for us to have any conversation about what we may do without him present.
Oh right, yeah, sure. You're missing one.
The big one.
Yes, this the one who is very angry.
I don't think Kieran's that much bigger than anyone else.
How big are you?
Kieran's like 5'9", 5'10".
Well,
Oh.
Sally's the smallest one. Like, not wearing any armor.
Yeah.
Pretty
Kieran's
And I
light.
guess
like-
I'm the biggest
Kieran-
one. I'm
Yeah,
like
Kieran's like
6'1".
built. He's not the tallest, but
the
he's he's
average
built,
sized one.
right?
The average one in the group.
Yeah.
He's the
Sally's
biggest
like
because he's the
5'4".
angriest.
Yeah. He's the biggest emotionally.
You
I'll
bring-
go get Kieran.
Let's go bring him breakfast.
Let's not. He
Like with
drank.
the
It's his
tray.
fault.
you know?
Yes, perhaps we should have this conversation over breakfast.
Oh yes, I could get some room service. I'd prefer to be spoke in more confidential.
That's fine. Let's
climate?
speak in Kieran's room. Come, Atog. We're going to go visit Kieran this morning. Come
But
here, my
our
sweet
room
boy.
is bigger. Why don't I just bring Kieran back?
Have you ever been hungover, Seraphina? He's not going to get out of his bed. Come, come, come.
He can get out of bed. He's gonna need. I'm just gonna go get Kieran. He's got to get out of bed. Little hair of the dog, you know. I'll drag him over here. I'll be
Yeah.
back. I'll be back with Kieran. Everyone stay. Don't have fun without me. Bye.
I'm gonna go get a tray with like eggs and bacon or whatever. I guess-
Cool. So I'm alone with the prince. I hate my life.
Look nice. So
You're
you
not alone. You have Atog.
Yeah, he's great at conversation.
nice. So you go and you walk off to Kieran's room. Neil, you go off in you still wearing your pajamas.
Yeah.
Okay, you go off downstairs and you go try and get some food and stuff.
I'll politely say hello to every scantily clad employee. Good morning.
As you're walking down
You
the
look
stairs,
nice.
people are just like, "Oh, hello. Oh, hello. You have a room here, do you?"
I sure do.
Why did you let him go alone?
I'm not following him. I have a lizard.
That's my own baby.
Serafina,
my
you're a
child
terrible
singing.
mother.
I didn't know he was gonna do that. I left the room. I can't be responsible.
So as you're walking down the stairs, as you're walking downstairs, Neil, you're walking down, and the various people are like, talking to you, saying hello. Everyone's quite nice here. There are patrons in the room drinking, laughing. There's music, and the male drow who greeted you all when you first came in, kind of sees you there. You kind of walk past. He's like standing by a banister, and it's just like, oh, you're with the other group of humans. How was your night? Good, I hope.
It was so cozy. I really liked it. Thanks for asking. Hey, I want to get breakfast for my buddy. Where can I get that?
Oh, you want breakfast, do you? Oh, well, I can sort that for you. I can even bring it to you. What's your room? Do you and your friend need a friend?
No, I already have friends, but I'll tell him Kieran's room.
Well, all right then.
Get it like on a tray with like a little stand so he can lie in bed and he can eat it like that.
Oh, aren't you the dutiful friend? He's lucky to have you. That would be... I'll just go check at the bar, and he goes over, and like he pawns up his fingers, and he's just like 2 gold pieces.
Okay. So I still have about 500 gold.
Mhm.
So I'll give him 2 gold and then a 3 gold tip. Boom. How about that?
Ooh. If this is what you class as pleasantries, I'd like to see how you treat me later on.
I'll treat you great all the time. Because you're great.
Ah!
Oh, you. I don't normally do this, but I get off in like an hour.
Cool. All right. Good to know. Well, see you in a little bit.
You start going back up the stairs. And yeah, you as this conversation is happening, you're walking to Kieran's room, which is at like the other end of like the inn. And as you're kind of going, Serafina, run me a perception check. So you're kind of just like walking and going. Did you put on like all your armor or just like some outer clothes?
Yeah, I'm just fully dressed in my armor
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you kind of look and you're going
with my sword.
And you have your sword, and you're walking, and I need you to roll me also a will save.
Is my sword trying to kill me? Like, what's happening here? A wisdom save?
Wisdom save, yes, sir. Okay, nice. So, you're kind of you're walking along, and no, sorry, it was a charisma save. My bad. So bad. Sorry, roll again. Oh shit. Okay, so yeah, you're walking, and as you're walking, you notice on your hand feels a bit light. You're gonna put your hand over it, and like you realize that you're missing your ring of mind shielding.
That's what I thought it was too. That little fucking sword.
Strange. Oh.
And as you notice this, you're just like, oh, I should leave.
What? I should
I have
leave?
things to do.
Okay.
And we see you leave the inn. Kieran, Neil, as you're talking with this gentleman, I need you to roll me a perception check to see if you notice Serafina.
Okay, roll 20. It's time.
Are you negotiating with Roll20?
Yeah. I know I only have a +1, but this seems really important. So, 12.
So, this guy is very distracting. I don't know what Kieran's sexual orientation is. Maybe you're just being friendly with him. Maybe he's charming to you in other ways. Or maybe you're just an innocent boy who's just like, this guy's my new friend. Who knows?
Exactly.
It could be a number of all of them.
That's the last
It's the last one. But you are kind of watching this, and we just kind of see, as the kind of camera like shows you in this scene, we just see this person talking to you, and we just see Serafina almost just like blanked face walking down the stairs and walking out the building, and like none is the wiser.
I see Seraphina do that.
No, you don't. We see it as like the audience.
Oh. I'll just be like, yep, everything's just fine. Thanks. Blah, blah, blah.
Nice. So you go as you're kind of going, you go back upstairs. As that happens, you go back upstairs. And as this is kind of happening, we go back into the room where where Xianlu is and Ciele, and he's just like, so if I'm going to be hiring all of you, is anything I should know? Any particular skill sets? You haven't got any affiliation within the city, have you?
No, but I can do a few things. And she puts her hand up and like claws extend. I also have the power to change my appearance completely, so and she like
Oh.
lowers her claws, like cracks her fingers.
Oh, that would be extremely helpful. Yes.
Let's see. Neil can understand every language written or spoken, except for Old Sewell, but don't worry, I've got that covered. Seraphina just obtained a magical sword from a shopkeep called the Sword of Spider Silk. I don't know if you know any details about the sword maker in the district, but got a magic sword. Kieran has a strength to remove heads with a maw. Neil and Seraphina are healers. And we have a Lumo lizard now. Very exciting.
Oh yes, I saw that little thing.
So
It's,
many changes in our lives. Such a dynamic crew.
hey, these guys are changing over time.
We're very useful. We're very expensive.
Yes, I've had
The
some
full
dealings.
girlfriend experience.
We've had some dealings with the the Gilded Glaive before, so it should be quite amenable. I also have to apologize for some furting things, but I'd rather apologize to everyone who is here rather than do it one by one. It's more effective that way.
That's fine. Apologies are fine. So we had to sign some paperwork that said if we break the law, we're going to die. I hope you're not hiring us for a death sentence.
No, but it will be very precarious. Being new in this city and no one really knowing that you're affiliated with anyone. You should take off those badges as well. They were only really meant for you to get into the city. Anything else, you'd be easier if you're more invisible, although you'll have more eyes on you because you're foreigners, but...
Right, the big
Still.
green cloaks. Are those, should we really keep those on?
Yes, if you're seen without them, the guard will try to apprehend you, either sell you into slavery or kill you on sight.
Good to know. I'll make sure everyone is quite aware that those stay on. Thank you.
Yes. And as this conversation is happening, you make it back to the room, Neil. You make it to Kieran's room, with your tray of food. Even a little like Black Widow like flower in there. Yeah.
You're at Kieran's room right now. You're at the door
with
of
the
Kieran's
food that you wanted.
Oh, I'll politely knock. Knock, knock, knock. And I'll stick my face in the crack. I'm like,
There is no.
hey,
room.
Did you open my?
did somebody order room service?
I did
Yes.
not order room service.
But
Is-
it's
is-
here anyway. Surprise!
Get out.
It's me, Neil.
But oh god, a dagger stuck and sticks in the door next to your face.
Mm.
This will help
Hope
cutting
you
the
like-
bread.
Hope you like eggs.
Do you not get the? Does Neil not get the message?
He
No.
just blanks
Does Neil
that.
get any message?
That's
Mm.
fucking great. I love it.
2 types of juices.
Go away.
What a perfect way to start the day.
Why are you bothering me?
For my buddy, Kieran.
As this is
Neil,
happening,
why do you hate me so much?
as this loud conversation is happening, you just hear, what's for the noise? And you see this like woman the tiefling woman Ebony like sit up in bed. She's completely naked, and you see her like her torso. She's like, "What's going on?"
And what's funny is that he's actually pulled the sheets up around him so that you can't see him.
Like,
Ebony's a hiding man.
You just see Kieran's got the sheets up. He's like, "Get out!"
don't look at me.
Don't look at me shirtless.
Just gonna like avert
Wishing.
my gaze from the lady and like put the tray on him, and I'll take like the
What am I doing?
plate.
Neil, Neil,
Neil-
why are you here? Why are you in my room, Neil?
Just because it's breakfast time. That's all.
will get breakfast when I want.
I'm sorry, I didn't know you guys weren't decent. I'll leave.
Yes, thank you, please.
I'm gonna look like my way out. Like, why isn't she wearing her clothes? What is going on? Barely knows.
Just for context for chat, Neil is in his 30s. He's not a young boy.
He's a grown man.
He's a grown man. He's just very
Hasn't made the
clustered.
connection that I don't know. I thought that was just his
great.
sleeping buddy. That's all.
That it was his sleeping buddy. Yeah. Oh,
And
God.
Kieran will be like, I am sorry for the rude awakening.
It's
My
okay.
friend there doesn't really understand, like personal space limits.
Oh, if I was a stickler for personal space, I'd be in a very different job. And she like takes like a clawed hand and like picks up one of the sausages and just like bites it and like. Well, my time is almost up. Would you
That
care
food is
for?
for Kieran.
He's still in the room.
I was paused on the way out.
Okay, nice.
Get out!
Okay, see ya.
Yeah, it's like that younger brother I was to my older siblings.
Kieran's younger than Neil too. I think Kieran's in his mid to late 20s.
Oh, it's great. I love it.
Oh. Yep. Yeah, and as soon as Neil like closed the door, Kieran's like starting to get changed, like get back into his clothing. Yep. That it was a very exciting night. I think that's the best way to describe that. It was pleasant. Your company was much appreciated.
Of course. If you don't mind, I'll just use this tub. And she goes around like the partition, like gets a jug of water and like fills it up. And you see like a burst of like fire as like she instantly like heats up the water. She just like gets in.
Kieran like flashback to something that happened last night, and he's like, yeah, I'm gonna go. I need a drink because I've got a major headache. And I'm gonna go check on my friends before they try to barge their way in here again. On my colleagues, sorry, colleagues. Kieran wouldn't say friends.
Right. The first time.
I assume you're good, taking care of yourself.
Oh, I'm very good.
Yep. Cool. And then Kieran won't put his armor on, but he'll put on like his sort of day clothes. And he'll head downstairs real quick. And then he'll order like, something to deal with a hangover from the bartender. It's just probably just more booze.
So, as this is happening, and you're doing this, I need you to run me a perception check.
This is gonna go great. 13.
Okay, so you order a drink, and is there anything in particular, or is it like the same drink you had before?
Probably not the same drink I had before. I don't want to get fucked up. I
Some
just
mead
need,
or something.
yeah. Yeah, like just something nice, just to get a little bit of that buzz to make the headache go away.
Okay,
Um,
so yeah, they give you like something mellow.
Yeah.
Be like a gold.
Yeah.
Everything will cost a gold just to keep things simple.
Mhm.
And and then you notice someone's like sitting down as you're like drinking, and then you hear a voice. The table next to you, there's like a cloak. It's a female voice, and one you're not quite sure about, and you just hear, "I didn't think I'd be seeing you here. Why, it's been a long time."
I turned to look at where I think I heard the voice from.
It's like a stool, like maybe like two away from you.
I'm sorry. Do I know you?
And she turns her head around, and like undoes the hood, and as she undoes the hood, this vibrant red hair streaks out, and just says, "My, I didn't think you'd forget a girl so easily." And it's who you think it is. Beautiful,
Bro!
beautiful red hair, green eyes.
You're not doing this to. You wouldn't do this. You wouldn't do this to poor old me.
We're buddies.
What?
You wouldn't do this to poor old sweet Kieran.
I don't know. What? Me? Who? Me? And you see us. I don't have the name in front of me right now, so I don't know.
It's Triana.
Yeah, that's it, Triana. You see Triana sitting there, almost like the day when you saw her at the tree reading that book.
This is Kieran right now. He's just like. No, you died.
I did. But gruesome too. As you should know, death isn't always the end to things. The one who's faithful.
Oh no. What? I'm not sure I know what you mean.
It's a bit complicated.
I'm gonna guess, yeah.
I'm staying in the ghetto of the dead with your mother. She's here visiting on some business.
What?
Oh, Karen, what have you done?
What have I done? I've done nothing.
What
This
have
is
you
him.
done?
This is him.
You see that elf, the drow who had greeted you when he was talking to Kieran, walks past you and slides a hand across Trina's like shoulders, and he smiles at her and she just goes, "Thank you for last night. It was wonderful."
Oh, you are so cruel.
And he like bows and
Kier-
walks away.
Did you say my mother?
Yes. No, Nova. She's here on some business, meeting some contacts.
Why would she's the one? She's the reason you died.
But she's also the reason, and she gets off one stool and like sits closer to you. But she's also the reason why I'm here. From what I hear of it, she felt bad punishing you. So tried to make it up, but couldn't find you. I was to be your
She
reward.
no, she doesn't feel bad about anything. This is just this You can't.
She loves you.
This is just another one of this is just another one of
Where have you been anyway? It's been 30 years.
Sorry, what?
It's been 30 years. Didn't think I'd see you back in the Flanness after so long, even if it is miles below it.
Sorry. What, we're back in. This isn't the Fae Under Dark. I was in the Fae Wild for a long time.
I don't know what that is.
You know, the Fae, sprites, fauns, weird creature, kind of like where elves came from a long time ago ish.
Oh, the elven folk. I know the tales, yes. I read a few books on them. Steal children away and they become goblins, right? That's what my pa always used to say when I was bad.
Not exactly. Are you you can't go back to my mother.
Of course I will. She's a great woman, very kind.
No. Whatever she has made you believe about her is wrong.
Well, I think that's something that you and her should really speak about.
No, I don't. I cannot see her.
She kind of like leans in close.
She can't know I'm here.
She already knows?
Fuck. Look, why don't you come with me? Why I've got friends and we can take you away from here and away from my mother and
Oh, Kieran. It's so nice of you. Oh, it's a sweet boy. Look, I have to go. I have to meet with your mother soon. It's been here too long anyway. But I saw you last night, but you were with some tiefling, and I didn't want to interrupt. And then you remember bumping into someone.
my memory of last night is a little hazy. Look, I can't. You can't believe anything my mother says. There's a reason. There's a reason she's called a liar.
But in every lie, there's always a grain of truth.
Yeah, but with her, it's like a grain in a sea of sand.
She kind of like puts a hand on like your shoulder. Actually, she puts a hand on like your hand. I see you have strong feelings about your mother. It's been 30 years, Kieran. Perhaps you should.
It hasn't for me.
I know. That's why I'm saying. Perhaps you should see how things have changed. I'm going to be at the District of the Dead. But if you'd like to meet somewhere else, there's a great library here in the Scholars District. I frequent there often, learning from great minds. You can meet there if you want. Go into a great library just like we had wanted all that time ago. Do you still love books like I do?
I still read, yes.
Yeah, I've just finished this one, and she hands you a book, and it's it's a book about treatises, and it's basically like a bestiary for Illithid, kind of like what they do, like their powers, the kind of treatises in their own kingdom, the Outer Brain. She goes, one of the professors, he is also an Illithid. He gave me one of these tomes. Great mind. Really expanding the thoughts of people.
Look, I'll seek this. I can't. I'll find you at the library when I can.
I hope seeing me doesn't bring you pain.
More than you know.
She looks sad.
Especially given the circumstance. Don't be careful around my mother. She plays games, and she always wins. And don't believe most of what she says.
All
I'll
right.
find you.
She like looks at you longingly, and then kind of like slowly moves her hand away, and then she kind of gets up, starts walking, kind of looks back towards you, and then puts her hood up and leaves the tavern.
Kieran stares at where she left for, a good minute. Ah, fuck. And then he takes his drink and he heads up to the other's room, to Neil and Sally's room, and Seraphina's.
And as you go in, we see you kind of walk up the stairs, and as you open the door, we see you kind of walk in as like the viewer, and as you close the door, the camera kind of like cuts to black, and we just see Seraphina walking outside. And you're just walking straight, going further and further and further. Until you reach the district of Chattel. And we just see you like look around very, very plainly. And then you see someone, a young boy, looks to be like 18, human, is carrying crates. He looks to be in a rush. And he like walks down an alleyway. As he walks down the alleyway, he's like walking, and we just see you follow him. We see you walking and walking and walking, and then he starts making his way to the District of Outcasts. You'll be traveling for maybe 30 minutes, 40. And as you're following him, he goes down another alleyway. Run me another charisma save. You go down, and you go down this alleyway, and he's there, and he's like stacking these crates up against this.
Wait! I have supernatural protection.
Okay.
I'm going to use that.
Okay. You go down. You go to walk down this alleyway, and as you go down to walk down this alleyway, as this boy stacking his crates, you kind of go in there. You walk in, and then you kind of like get this like feeling to like stop, like deep within you. And you stop, and you realize that your hand was on your sword as you're going to walk into this alleyway towards this young guy. He sees your hand, and he just like, the boy like runs off.
There's no one else in the alleyway now?
No.
I'm going to take my hand off my sword and go to I'm going to head towards the art district of artists.
As you're walking, you're walking like down these alleyways. You hear in your head female voice. My, that was quite unexpected. Hello, dear. What is your name? I didn't think you would be able to do such a thing. Quite a powerful individual, but it is foretold that one such as powerful as you would wield me.
I'm gonna try thinking my answer to her so I don't talk out
Mhm.
loud and see if this works. Who are you? Are you in my sword?
Why, yes, I'm in your sword, of course. Partners, destined for great deeds, foretold by the gods. I've waited a long time for you.
What gods?
Why, all of them. You're on a great quest, aren't you? A great deed.
Well, I think so, yes.
Ah, yes. Greatness is bound upon you. Such an aura you have. My, with you, I believe my full potential can truly be unlocked.
Does your full potential include killing people in alleyways?
A test of conviction is always asked of those of great deeds. That young individual will live a life of pain, torture, mutilation, and then death. A quick exit from this painful world will mean bliss later on.
It's not my
Surely-
place to take his life.
And why is it not? Do you truly wish to allow one's suffering when you can deliver them towards happiness and peace?
Not like that. I don't do that.
Are you sure? Weren't you... It pauses. An order? Part of an order that did exactly that.
I don't do that anymore. And I won't be taking demands from a weird sword.
Demands? I merely wish to converse with you. You chose me, I choose you. Isn't that how it should be?
Why did you make me throw my ring away? You could have simply asked to speak to me.
How could I ask to speak to you when we were being blocked?
Because the
Entirely.
ring allows people to attempt to communicate with me telepathically, and I can accept or deny it.
Well, I saw it as a profane item. Best to keep it away from yourself. To allow free access between us both.
How did you get in the sword?
I can tell you that in time. But I am quite tired now. I've been asleep for so long, and I would just like to bask in your glory for a while.
Are you going to attempt to take control of me again?
Control? No. I'm merely trying to show you your true intentions.
Those are not my true intentions.
Are you sure? Don't you revel in the combat? The blood? Besting your ally?
Of course, but killing an unarmed boy in an alley is not combat.
Oh. I see. I was mistaken.
Yes, you are. So, are you
apologize.
going to attempt to take control of me again? or are we truly partners?
I won't attempt to take control of you.
Can I roll an insight check on my sword?
Mm-hmm.
Are you lying to me, sword?
Stop lying to me, sword.
Sword, why are you lying?
Yeah, it's being dishonest.
Ah, sword.
Don't you want to be powerful? Your great
It
quest requires sacrifice.
What kind of power are you offering?
Oh,
Power
for
to help those who need it. It does not include killing slaves.
power to help those you deem fit. I require only the smallest of sacrifices.
What kind of
Isn't that for the greater good? Kill one, save a city.
This city?
Any you deem worthy.
And when do you need this sacrifice?
Now. I'm so tired.
What happens if I don't give you a sacrifice?
Well, I'd hoped that we could bond and grow. You'd only get a pittance of what I can do. That sheen you have on you, that power,
But I like the sheen.
I won't be able to maintain it.
Oh.
And I'll grow weaker. Maybe even you will too.
How long have you been in this sword?
Centuries.
I will get you a sacrifice, but not one of your choosing.
All right. And you feel as it kind of weighs and dissipates. You feel that sheen go off of you. On your
I
constitution save.
will... Oh, okay. I will. Ha 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 ha.
You feel this weakness come
Hmm.
over you. Like the life force is being drained from you.
I will. I'm still in the Chattel district, right? Even though I was walking and talking.
Yeah, you've walked back to the Chattel district, yes.
Okay. Oh, that's right, because I was in the district of the
Outcast.
outcasts. I would like to find someone who is selling slaves.
They're everywhere.
just like a random.
I
What?
can't watch this. I can't. I'll be right back. I can't watch this. All of my hair stood up on my arms. I love Seraphina. Goodbye, Seraphina.
Just one, the one who has like the smallest amount of slaves. Like the one who looks like he's really down on his luck.
I mean, silence slaves is a very lucrative thing. No one's really down on that look. But you know, like you can probably tell that the ones who are drow are probably the ones who are like most well connected. You also see non-drow people here. You see humans selling other humans and animals. You see Droga selling people.
I'll go to one of the humans.
Okay, yeah, you go to one of the humans, and you know they're selling it on a myriad of all ages and genders, as well as like other creatures. And they have like a small stall there.
And around the stall, is there like an alleyway? Is there what's around me?
I mean, like you're in like a main market area, right?
Yeah.
They're not like gonna be like situated in like a dark alleyway.
Right. That's fine.
And like there's people around looking. No one seems to be stopping because the product isn't really that good. Yes, we're talking about people, but like some of them are bruised. Some of them look like they're like dying of dehydration or like hunger. They're not good slaves that like have. They're like they'd be to kind of heal up would take more energy than what it would be to like
Right.
pay for them.
Good day, sir. How are you?
Ah, good day, fine madam. And how are you this glorious, luminous evening? Can I perhaps help you peruse what we have? We have a number of delicacies here for all.
Yes,
situations.
I'm very interested in a large purchase. I am making a trip and I need a few shall we say loose ends to fuel some of the forward momentum, if you will.
Well, mine are the loosest.
I'm wondering if I could work out a bulk purchase of, buy one, buy 10, get 2 free type of deal.
Oh, you're looking for a bulk purchase to get money off with a larger order.
Yeah.
Well, we could discuss that. What were you thinking? I have 5 right here. I have 6 back at my warehouse.
Where is your warehouse?
Oh, it's here in the Chattel district. Of course, when they're not out prancing and showing what they have, they need a place to rest or whatever.
May I see these other 6? I think I would like to purchase all of them, and I will hold up my bag full of 100 gold coins, all the gold coins that I have.
Jingle, jingle, jingle. He just looks at your bag and looks at you, and he's just like, he has like very slicked back, greasy hair. He's like a very thin pencil mustache. He's a 1930s villain, and he's just like, oh, of course, and he gets some young boy who's just coming rushing around. He's like, watch this. Yes, sir. Don't take anything. And he goes oh. Right, shall we go, miss?
Please lead the way.
Of course. And you walk off to this nice big storage building. You walk past that. You go to another storage, but kind of ramshackled. You go past that one, and then you go to this rundown kind of area. You see a few drunkards around. It's right on the outskirts of the outcast. The outcast district, and he kind of goes to the door and is oh, just and slides the door open, and he leads you in. It's here we have a number of our lovely accoutrements in various cages, and you see that some of them are just malnourished, a few of them in cages are just dead. They just died.
And we're the only ones besides the slaves in here.
Perception check.
Oh God.
Yes, you
are. Well, if I think we're the only ones in there, I'm gonna close the door and lock it. And I'm gonna take out the sword and I'm gonna try and kill this guy.
Okay, yeah. You go over and this guy isn't a combatant or anything like that. He's just he basically is a common a noble.
I want to kill him cleanly. I don't want to skewer him so he bleeds out and is in pain. I want it to be.
You want to chop off his head?
Yeah, I want to chop off his head.
Do you?
Yeah. Yes, I'm gonna chop off his head.
Okay. We go full circle. He's do you do it he doesn't even know it's coming, you just chop it off from the back?
Yeah, I don't even say anything.
Yeah, so we just kind of see, oh, here we have a lovely bunch I just got recently, and then we just see silence, and we just see a streak of blood hit some of the wooden beams, and we see his feet fall down, his knees hit the ground, his body tumbles over, and then we see the head tumble off to the other side, and you just hear as this.
I thought it was gonna be someone oh my God.
You do see some of the slaves you know. And you see this like whitish mist go from his body into the sword. And then the sword goes from this like blackish golden sheen to this like the brilliant adamantine like gold like silver glow. Not the best soul, but it will do irrevocably. They all saw you, you know.
What? Who?
Them.
Oh, the slaves.
Yes.
Oh yes, they're coming with me. I go and I unlock all the doors.
You unlock them and Nella's like looking around like,
I'm not here to hurt you. I've killed your master. You will be coming with me. We will feed you and we will find a place for you to go.
I mean, a persuasion check with disadvantage.
What? You're gonna persuade them they're slaves?
Yeah, and they've been trained to stay in their cage in pain of death.
Just kill them all, Seraphina.
Oh
Strengthen your sword.
God!
Just strengthen your sword, Seraphina.
No,
You've
I
already
don't wanna
you've
kill-
already started down this path. You might as well just
So-
No, I only kill bad people.
It's not the fact that they don't want to go. You can see there's hesitation there, but they don't know if it's like you killed him, so now like you own them, and you know it's like, you know, because it's like rivalry, right? You kill the person who owns the slave, and you have the slaves, and then you can sell them off. So
Okay.
they're just like, no, please, we won't tell anyone. We won't say anything. We never saw you, and like
Okay.
they start like shielding their eyes. Like we never saw you.
Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I have someone. I've not bought you. I will. I am going to cast create food and water. Make 45 pounds of food.
Okay.
I'm gonna give them the food. Be like, please, I am a cleric of Istis. I represent fate and all of its tumultuous incarnations. Here is food.
Like slavery.
No, like any
The future
Devouring
is
souls.
slavery.
Here is all this food and water. It's very nutritious. It's very bland. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do. It's part of the spell. Eat this bland, nutritious food. Stay here, and I will bring someone, and we will heal you. Please, I don't want you. You are not mine. But please stay here, and I will come back, and we will take care of you.
Roll me another perception check.
Do I get advantage because I gave them food?
No
Yes.
advantage. You get advantage, but it just evens out, so it's no more.
Ah,
Oh no.
no!
Oh no.
Yeah,
a negative
they're
one.
they're just like but they don't like go towards the food at all. And then you just hear the voice say, "They're a liability."
No, I can't. I won't. Shut up, you evil sword. I've given you the blood of the slave master. All right. Folks, I'm leaving. I won't kill you. If I don't come back in 5 hours, you can go. Does that sound good to all of you?
Okay. Yes, mistress.
No, don't copy that. I'm going to quickly leave.
just accept your new role
I won't
Slave
kill them. No,
mistress
I
of-
can't.
of
I
Errol
was gonna
High.
bring that back to Neil.
Okay, so we see you leave. We just see like
Let me
the
just mark that I used a 3rd level spell to create food that no one ate.
nice.
She's been gone for how long now?
Like an hour, but this is gonna like, you know, flash.
Oh,
We're gonna
Christ
flash back
alive.
to you guys. So as we see you leaving, we go back into the room where when Kyron has just come in, and as you guys go to have your conversation, and everyone realizes Seraphina isn't there, that's where we're gonna have our break.
I don't have words for you anymore.
Like, I have never been so stressed out by this game before, and it wasn't even our DM's fault.
I am not going
I
to
mean-
kill the slave,
I
you
mean-
guys. What's
I
the matter
mean,
with you?
I'm stressed out. and it's Pro's fault because he did a thing. He
I did
did a
nothing.
thing. Okay, so
Oh.
here's the thing. I gave him a baseball bat, and I said, "Here, you could hit me if you want." And he decided to hit me with it. I didn't think he'd hit me where he hit me with it, but he hit me with it. So that's partially my fault. Yes.
I add nails
But
to
he
that bat.
still hit me.
So we're gonna go back and see how much damage that nailed bat did in a few moments. See you in 5, people. Bye. Hello, 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 everybody. We are back, and let's just jump right into it. So, as all that was happening, we're gonna jump back in time, and as Kieran walks into the room, as I said before, you all notice that Seraphina isn't there.
Where did she was going to get you? Where did Seraphina go?
I don't know. She never came to get me. Neil barged in with his stupid tray of food.
Don't be so mad. He did a very nice thing for you. He didn't have to bring you food.
Neil, when you knock, you wait for a response before you open the door.
Oh, Neil, did you just walk in on Kieran?
Sally, I didn't know that there was a naked lady in there.
Even if there wasn't.
I didn't know there was a naked lady in there either.
This is beside the point. This is beside the point. Even if there wasn't. Even if there wasn't. If you no, that is unimportant. Neil, if you knock on someone's door, you wait for them to answer, and then when they do, either they tell you to come in or they tell you to go away. I told you to go away, and you still went in.
Well, usually your main form of communication with me involves punching, so this was just par for the course. If I had known that there was a naked lady in there, and then I was gonna see not one.
Neil, I need you to understand.
I would have not come in
need you to understand
until everybody was decent. That's all. I'm sorry about that.
I have a lot of questions, but we do have a prince.
Fuck, I can't actually be mad at you.
In our
Where
room,
is Seraphina?
and I'm missing Seraphina.
Oh, look, hello there, Xianlu. I'm glad you've joined us now.
Yes, he coughs. I understand you're missing your friend. Perhaps you could seek her out after we speak. This is quite pressing, a quite pressing matter. And I'm sure they're fine. Probably out getting a drink or something. This city is quite safe for those who are wearing their green cloak. I actually brought everyone here, who, well, I am of House Tomato. I am Prince Xianlu, although I don't think the term prince means the same for you humans as it does for us drow. I am the main and chief consort to my house, in the House Tomato. The matron for death. She is a wise and dutiful matron. But I am asking you all here because while I was in the Feywild, and that's another thing I must apologize for, if you assumed that you were still in the Feywild, I thought that we were going to fall into the Underdark of that realm, but I'm getting ahead of myself. While I was there in the Feywild, I was looking for aid. And it wasn't because of the aid I had said to you I was after when we first met. I had tried to disguise myself as a denizen of that realm, that perhaps you human mercenaries might see pity on me, even though I was already in a very pitiful state already. Your kind and mine don't particularly get along, and I was seeking help wherever I could find it in that dank temple. Yes.
Two things. One, our people don't like any people, if you haven't noticed. We're all terrible. Two, did you say we're not in the Feywild anymore?
No, after my cage got destroyed, I had ran out, and by the time I had ran to where you said all of you would be, I saw the hole and you plummet. I was able to get out of the way while the creature you were with, that fiend, the devil, was fighting this ooze along the walls. I don't know if they managed to escape or not, but I darted in, thinking we would go to the Underdark, but there was a portal instead, and that portal led directly down to where you most likely awoken. And that is why what I suspect and what I ask you for is true. I believe that House Elserve is planning a coup, and that their belief system in our great loaf is changing, and that they are planning to override the Council of Noble Houses and maybe even the Fane itself. But I need proof. That is why I was there. The reason I believe that they now follow a new deity was because of that portal. Why would there be a portal leading back to the outskirts of Ilhai Sinlu from such a dark and evil place? Also, because as well, while I was in the Feywild, I discovered a cloaked individual. I could not see their face, but I heard them speak about plans, that their plans would be coming to fruition, and that their elder eye would be praised. I don't know what that means, but they seemed to be irreverent when they spoke of it. Whatever this elder eye is. But by the time I was able to slink away from that meeting, I was caught by whoever they were speaking with. A half-elfin individual.
My character now? Because
Half elven individual.
You have a stupid face. Look, that really punchable face, blonde
A
hair.
merchant type, annoying, laughing frequently, little elf. Terrible.
Really punchable face.
That.
Sure. But before any of the houses can interact, and even before I can even get my own house on board, they need proof. We can't just act against another noble house without some kind of proof and allies. That is what we mainly need. Even if we didn't have proof, we could just fabricate it if we had the numbers. And that is where I need you, your outsiders here. Perhaps you could gain favor in the houses and bring them onto our side, because if what is connected with that temple that you were in, and whatever they're worshipping, it could mean devastation. And, yes, that is why I said we are no longer in the Feywild, we're beneath the Flyness. Thousands of leagues below it. Right now below, he looks up directly, the Hell Furnace. And if you help us, I can guarantee not only will I give you a substantial reward, but also aid in traversing the Underdark and getting back to the surface. As without it, the caverns go on for eternity. Even I don't know how truly deep they go. I have some suggestions if you wish, but I'm also open to questions as well.
We're getting paid for this, right?
Of course, I will be hiring you as secret mercenaries. That's why I suggested you take off those buttons so that you can peruse among the other nobles and get their favor.
I crushed my button. Done.
Good.
So how do you expect us to approach these noble houses? Do we have any details on things they like, things they dislike?
Yes, many of the noble houses hire a lot of outside mercenaries, mostly humans, to do their bidding, as they find coin to be an easy economy here, and mercenaries are quite frequent for that. So, perusing amongst the nobles and getting any tasks they need, there are, including my house, Tumurtur, there are 8 houses, one of them being Elserve. Tonight, I know of 2 places where some of the top nobles will be. I believe Elserve's High Matron, Clavdra. She will be at the Twilight Gallery tonight. The famous artist Ol Ertz will be showing off one of his Fane pieces. There's I believe a representative for the performers district, Miverma, will be at the silver stage of the famous playwright Drusina. There was a play going on about the birth of the Fane. It happens once every 6 months. Tickets are already sold out, but I'm sure you could find a way to get some. I also know of a scalper in the Outcast district. I've heard of one at least. I could help there. Both happen tonight, and I don't know which one you'd want to go for, but that's what I have right now. This will be a long-standing commitment, and I'm very happy to give all of you a stipend from my house to make sure you're well accustomed in this city.
Which house is Naverma linked to?
Naverma is linked to a level. They're in charge of the performance districts. And I should just warn you as well that to be careful in what you say and where you go, because each district is owned and overseen by a house. This area right now you're in, the foreigners district, is overseen by my house, Tomata. That's why I asked you to come here.
Got it. I wrote it all down like a studious player.
Nice.
I heard the name of Clavdra and I stopped, like my brain hit halt, so I like her. She's just pretty great.
Please tell me you'll take this task. As I said, I'm more than willing to help you. And if you do a phenomenal job, I'm sure the houses will give you any boon you wish as well.
Our Seraphina isn't here, so she usually handles this kind of thing, but I think we're going to do it, right, everybody? It sounds
We
fun.
are 100% going to participate. I assure you that. Though if we are going to go to any of these events and earn favors of nobles, we will need the money to change our appearance to fit the parts of probably less foolish if we're going to go to plays and other things to earn their favor. So a small stipend would be perfect. I'm sure Seraphina would agree. But yes, we will very happily take on this task so we can go home and make sure your kingdom stays non-cooed.
Of course, I can give you all money later on if you wish. If how is 1,000 gold pieces for what you need for this mission.
1,000 gold. Okay.
Thank you. More when we reconvene once the events are done tonight.
Also, I'm gonna make an insight on Prince Sin.
Go for it. You can always use your stuff whenever
Just-
you want.
Case he's, being a little deceptive.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled an 8.
No, he
So-
seems to be extremely truthful.
Hmm.
Very earnest as well.
Very earnest.
Earnestly saying I can go home, so
1,000 gold pieces, that'll be good enough for now, I think, right, Sally?
I mean, if we do missions, all right, so there's 8 houses. So if we're trying to get in good with like 6 other houses, do missions for each, this is a very long-term kind of thing. Right.
Neil, we will discuss more prices after we've proven to him that we can do the work. That's how mercenaries work, fun fact. Once we prove to him that we're worthwhile, then we can discuss prices. Isn't that right, Prince?
Yes. And in terms of that, if you're able to find any key evidence of their betrayal beforehand, then we can get the high priestesses on our side.
Now let's just speak honestly, Prince Xianlu. What if all of this is unbased and we go down this rabbit hole to find that your claims are not ones to worry about?
Oh, I don't believe that is not the case. I believe it's all based truly. It's just the fact of getting people to believe it. I don't know what this elder eye is, or why they seem to be proving it over loaf, or what is going on, but I have heard whispers of them. I have also heard whispers of them potentially gathering forces somewhere. I heard of giants.
I believe you, good sir, but I would like us to speak on contractual basis now. If we go through and we do our due diligence fully and beyond, scouring through all of these houses, and it does turn up unbased, we still will have the deal of you helping us return home.
I'll have to do what I can, of course. If it is found out what you're doing and nothing can be done of it, I believe both of us will be in trouble.
I'm sure. I just want to make sure clear that no matter what, as long as we do everything we can, we still have a opportunity to leave. It's been a long time since we've been home.
Of course.
Look, I mean, even if your suspicions about this house are unfounded, you still, I guess, gain the favor of 6 other houses through us, which puts you in a position of power in the city. So either way, you win. So I don't think we're too worried about that.
Mm-hmm. I would also suggest you not name me.
Yeah, I figured that.
Step 1 in undercover work. You never name who you're undercover for.
Yes, I figured you would know that, but I thought it good just to reiterate.
Yep. Well, if we need to get in touch with you, what's the best way? Like, leave a secret message with the bartender?
Do you have any stones of speech or any...
I would be able to contact you. I have a number of eyes in the city. If you need something, just rent a room here and ask for the Prince Suite.
Beautiful. Thank you. Now, this is a very important conversation, and I recognize that, and I'm sure there are many more questions, but if we do not find Seraphina soon, I'm afraid she will get herself in trouble.
Yeah, we should probably do that.
Your opportunities are for this evening. Then, good day to all of you. And he walks out.
Kieran, peeks out the door after he's left, checks the hallway, and then closes the door. So he's talking, but we're still talking about Ferris Dune here, right? Right?
Hey,
Pretty sure.
Say Ellie.
Neil?
You know what rule number 2 of undercover work is?
Not what you're thinking it is.
Don't go in Kieran's room without knocking. Right?
I'd punch Neil.
Right? Because he was under the covers.
Pow!
Oh, Neil.
Ow! Yeah.
Though it is very interesting to hear.
That's a rule for life, not undercover work. You don't go into Kieran's room when uninvited.
All right. So
until
Mom gets back, we should go over what we learned. You ready?
We should probably go find her.
But just rewind, just forget, he didn't leave and that conversation happened for a second. The conversation happened, but he also added something else because I forgot to say something else as well. He says that if you need a reason to be in the Twilight Gallery event, one such as you, and he points to you, Neil, would just be there for your prayers. I see on your helm that you have a symbol of Bakab.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a temple here in the foreigners sector. You will have to pay a stipend to get into the Street of Lies, where all the other temples are.
Yeah.
But that is a reason for you to be in this city. You
Is
may
the
want to
Temple of
think more.
Bakab here?
Yes, it is visited by many scholars.
It's on this. That's funny. It's on the Street of Lies. That's funny.
Neil, you have to remember that this is a place where Lolth is the high ruler, so all other gods are false.
I'm not offended by that at all. All right. Okay.
And then he disappears.
All right.
Wait, did
so-
he leave the money? Did he leave us money?
No, he's going to get it.
Okay.
All right. So that guy is with House Tormtor. And House Isleserves apparently is planning a coup. They follow. Apparently, you're supposed to follow Loth, but they might have jumped over to Tharizdun, also known as the Elder Elemental Eye. Do I know that?
Probably not, no, because the Temple of Element Evil isn't happening yet.
And then there's 6 other houses besides that we can try to do missions for to gain favor with them and make them allies against House Isleserves. But mostly we need to find proof that House Isleserves is with Tharizdun. And that might be tricky, because how do you prove that?
Or planning a coup.
So tonight we got 2 options if we want to do them. We can
And they
go...
were the play and the other one.
So House Isleserves, Eclavdra is going to be at the Twilight Gallery, or Neverma of House Ilnaval, is that right? Will be on the Silver Stage and sold out, but we might be able to find a scalper.
And there's someone named Juiciana. Who's she?
Sienna?
Juiciana?
What?
Who's that?
Juiciana.
You just say the name again. you're just repeating the same name. I don't know what you mean. What
Isn't
was the
there someone named
context?
Juiciana? I wrote down.
What was the context for it?
I wrote
She got them pink sweatpants with the name on them.
The boots with
Let's
the
look
fur.
I wrote down Nirvama will be at the Silver Stage, comma, Juiciana, comma, this evening.
Juiciana. Drew Siana.
Oh, Druciana.
Yeah, I'm like, Juiciana? Who's juicy?
So I feel like the Silver Stage is I would say that we should go find Eclavdra first.
Yeah, because, I mean, if we get lucky, then we'll find proof of her being linked to Tharizdun right off the bat, and it'll...
That'll be a challenge. It's just, I feel like on a stage, it's harder to sit and talk to people when you have to be quiet. If we're at a galleria, we can talk to people better. Though we cannot be dressed like warriors.
We should also probably keep an eye out for anyone who's probably been told to do something related to the coup, but isn't so high up that they'll be missed.
We also
I would
must-
find breaking a few bones might help us find some stuff out.
Well, and on top of that, I want to do some basic rules. I've spent the past 13 years of my life undercover working for the Gilded Glaive. So I would just recommend that first and foremost, Neil, and I will tell Seraphina this as well, do not bring up anything such as slavery being bad, anything in the city being evil, anything you see is wrong. If we are to earn the favor of these villains, you must play a role that you are not. You can play
Also,
this
no
character-
revolution.
No revolutions,
All right.
no freeing the slaves.
All right.
If she says something that sounds vicious, you can say as a follower of Bakab you disagree, but for the right coin, anything is possible. You are a mercenary out to do whatever
No,
work.
that's all right. I'm going to pretend to be a bad guy. So if she says something like bad, I'm going to be like, yeah.
Neil, there's
I
no such
agree with
thing as,
you.
there's no such thing as good guy and bad guy. There is very gray. Do not say bad guy either.
I won't, but that's what I'm going to be.
How much time have we spent having this long conversation?
This long conversation probably took you about like an hour.
So I think everyone should cleanse themselves, make sure we've all eaten, gotten our rest. Be
Are we gonna
refreshed.
try to do? Do we think Seraphina's gonna come back, or does one of us need to go find her?
We must be. If she's been gone this long, she's either dead or on her way back. My mindset is if we get ready, we might not have to come back if we have to go look for her. If she's. Be ready. So go get ready. Make sure, Neil, shoulder plates, flip them over. Put some.
No, he's got the slave. He's got the slave child to put their armor on right
He
now.
doesn't have a slave child yet.
I thought you bought one.
No,
Not
he
yet.
hasn't bought it yet.
Ah,
All right. I'm gonna go invent Bad Neil. Gonna mess up my hair. I don't know, like
Dark Neil.
like chewing on a toothpick.
He turns into fucking Dark Spider-Man and Spider-Man 3.
It's gonna be like a really bad attempt.
Grease your hair back.
Start
He's gonna come
dancing.
out with the finger guns, just like.
Fucking hell. So, as this is happening, Sophie, wait, where are you going?
After I left the warehouse full of slaves
And a dead slave master.
and a dead person, I am going to the inn to go get Neil.
Okay. So, I'll say, like, you know, at that time it's happening, it's all happening simultaneously. You kind of go back, the conversation's finished, everyone's like, you know, like, break! And, you know, you can, like, go into the room if you wish.
Yeah, I go in the room. I go, oh,
Are we?
what has happened to Cienlu?
Seraphina, you've been gone for near 2 hours. What happened to you?
I was downstairs. I found
Am I still here?
I found a woman and we had
Can I roll insight?
in the back.
Insight.
Yeah, I mean,
Roll
yeah.
insight.
Insight.
Give it, roll me a deception check, Seraphina.
I pull out my sword. I was having sex in the bathroom.
You tried to intimidate us.
Oh no.
Karen's like, okay, look, I'm not trying to shame any kinks. I don't know why you got to bring the sword into this.
I have defeated you, Seraphina. I know you are lying to me. Tell us the truth.
Okay.
Be earnest with me, Seraphina. We will not be angry.
I might be.
Before I tell you the truth, Neil and I must leave immediately. And
Tell
then
us
I
the
will tell you
truth.
too.
Tell us the truth, and then we will let you leave with Neil because we have information to tell you as well.
We
Uh,
might let you leave with Neil, depending on what it is you tell us.
So my sword.
Run me a persuasion, Christmas save.
Me?
Mhm.
Oh man, the sword's trying to get me to not talk. Fuck you, sword. Do I get a +3 because I'm next to Neil?
You do, yeah.
Yes.
You can continue. You're not aware of it.
Okay. I pull out my sword. This is my sword. It has an evil soul trapped in it that attempted to get me to murder a slave. I was able to break free, but then it promised me great power if I fed it souls. So I killed a slave owner in front of his slaves, and now I need to go back and heal them.
Like- Mission
Well-
Impossible mission. Another Mission
There-
Impossible mission.
Well, Seraphina, I must let you know that there is a queue, and Prince Xianlu's kingdom is about to be wrought out by the other 8 kingdoms. Probably something with Tharizdun's corruption. So we have to go through and earn the favor of all of these great lords. Killing their slave masters will not help them. We will be going to one of 2 events tonight. We have decided we are going to find a clavdra of House El Serves at some gala. So I would say you have approximately 1 hour to deal with these slaves.
Sounds
Before-
wonderful.
Before Kieran
Don't-
kills you.
Don't fuck
Do not
our
bring.
job before we've even started.
I don't know how that has anything to do with our job. Were we
Well-
specifically asked in the job to not kill slave owners?
We signed the contract. This
We
is-
signed a
I'm talking about the job-
contract.
I'm talking about the job that we were just given. Does it say anywhere that I can't kill slave owners in the
You
job?
getting arrested and sold into slavery or killed fucks over the job before it started.
That won't happen if Neil comes with me so we can heal
Go.
these slaves.
Okay.
Go take.
So I'm gonna like come in the room and I got a toothpick.
Should
I'm
one
gonna
of us go
mess
with
up.
them to make sure they don't fuck it up even more?
Do either of you have any abilities that involve wiping minds or?
Can either of you just kill the slaves?
I'm gonna go.
We're
Yo.
not killing the slaves. We're going to
Yo.
heal them.
They are
Mom.
witnesses.
How come you punked out on us and you left me with these two dorks?
Neil, you and I are going on a field trip. I bought
I
you.
punch
I
Neil.
bought you 10 slaves.
I'm being bad. Stop. I gotta practice.
Neil, Seraphina killed a slave master, and now there are 10 loose slaves who know her face in the chattel district. So you two will go there, and you will make sure the slaves do not speak her name before our mission is a failure. You have 1 hour.
That's
Let's go.
bad.
If either of you
That's
fail, I
bad.
will kill you myself.
That's
Let's go.
bad ass. All right.
If you speak
Awesome.
in the roads, I swear I will kill you myself.
What? If we speak
You
what?
can try. Good luck
Didn't-
with you don't want to step to this. Come on,
What
Mom.
is
Let's go
happening?
get our slaves on. Let's get our slave on.
You were doing okay until you said, "Come on, Mom."
I mean, come on,
Neil.
Seraphina.
I mean, Mom. I mean, Seraphina. God damn it,
Which
I love
which
it.
ones are mine, by the way?
All of them.
Do they have
Sally.
names?
Sally.
Kieran,
You have to ask.
Kieran,
Do
if,
we? Do
if
we
they
really?
die, we
do
still
we
have
really-
to finish the mission. Do you want to go home? I do. Let them figure it out for themselves. Do not bring the slaves back to me. I do not want to be seen with your slaves.
Yo,
Look, if you
don't be
bring
telling us what to do up in this.
Neil, I
the only
swear
reason I
I will gut you.
This is our side. This is our side business.
I love how
It
he's just like ignoring the friends.
It ain't got nothing to do with your butt. So step back.
What is happening with Neil? Why will no one tell me why he's being so rude?
We are officially undercover mercenaries who are going to go earn the trust of very major houses of the Drow. I don't think you understand, nor Neil clearly, but he's trying to understand how serious this is. And you have now put a very large wrench in our operation.
First of all, how could I understand how serious it was when I wasn't even here because a sword took over my mind and tried to...
When did you get a sword? Where did you get the sword
Oh,
in the first place?
Kieran, have you seen my sword? And I pulled
Yes,
it out.
it's a sword. It's a very nice looking sword. Why? You had a
Let's go.
perfectly good
Neil,
sword.
Let's go, because it was...
Kieran, I will
no.
explain once they leave. They are running out of time as we
Do-
speak.
Do we
Please.
trust them to go by themselves?
Neil, let's go.
Kieran.
We're already leaving. Neil and I have already left.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they,
yo,
they leave
we're
the
outta
room.
here.
They leave the
Kieran,
room.
No.
I swear.
Smell
I
you
swear.
later.
I swear
Smell
to
you
God.
later,
I swear to God.
So
nerds.
as these two leave the room, Neo just continuing on. Fucking love it. He's an 80s bad boy. You walk down the stairs and you head out. What did the rest of you two doing in the room?
What are we doing?
Kieran,
What are
you
we
have
gonna
to-
do with them?
Kieran, you have to understand, if we all go, we're all at a liability. Our face cannot be seen with them until this situation is handled. If they fail, I still want to go home.
Good point. Worst comes to worst, I will take care of the slaves.
I know you will. But you cannot go there with the plan to kill the slaves, or Neil will have a hiccup and people will draw attention.
Yeah, no, I didn't think I was gonna tell either of them that.
Yes. Those two are very agreeable with one another, so I think they have the capability of being successful. I think with all four of us, there will be too much arguing and it will draw too much attention.
Good point. Okay. What's our plan for tonight?
Well, I believe we should go to this gala. Once the prince brings us our money, purchase things that will make us look nice. Nothing personal, but walking in with barbarian armors and a large weapon strapped to your back makes you kind of look like a crazy person.
Yeah, no, I figured I'd just go with the sword at my head, kind of like
Like a
dueling
mercenary.
sword, kind of dueling sword at the hip kind of thing, like a. I don't know. You've seen nobles; they carry their dueling swords at the side, right? Like,
Yes, I believe. Now, is there anything in the city that you had to see? You did not get to travel out. Do you need weapons? Do you need
no,
armor?
I'm good. Nope. Yeah, I'm good. I just let's. Yep.
Can I roll an insight check?
I mean, on what though?
I'm good. I'm good.
I mean, would that require an insight check? I'll leave
don't
it to Kieran on that.
Probably.
Just let me have it. Let me have
Ki-
it.
here's the thing. Kieran's actually a decent. Well, I'm okay. He's not a great liar, but he can lie.
Okay, so would you say that, like, what I'm asking is, like, would it be noticeable? Like is it obvious that you're lying, so there's no roll, or like, what are you trying to hide it so there would be a roll?
Okay, no, like, I think Kieran's clearly uncomfortable. You can tell that.
Okay.
With all this.
Kieran, what is wrong?
I am tired. I'm very, very tired of all of this. We're apparently not in the Feywild anymore. It's apparently been 30 years here.
What? What?
Oh yeah, someone in the bar mentioned it when I was getting a drink.
How did someone in the bar know that we've been gone for 30 years?
I extrapolated it.
Kieran?
I might have met someone I know downstairs.
Kieran, you know someone who lives in the Underdark. Who do you know?
I didn't know they lived in the Underdark. an old friend. I met an old friend.
If you
One
have
I
an old
thought
friend,
I lost a long time ago.
if you have an old friend here, we should meet with them and see what information they know of the Underdark.
Yes. I will do that. Yep.
Where are they? We could go.
Not here.
We have an hour, Kieran.
I'm not exactly sure where they are, but I do know a place they will be at some point in the future.
You got a few hours.
At which I will at some point meet them.
Kieran,
Mm-hmm.
what are you not telling me?
They should be dead. For sure.
For sure. As in, you've watched them die?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
And they're here. Are
Yep.
they undead then? Do you have undead?
I have no idea.
Kieran,
I'm gonna find out.
Kieran,
I
let's
need-
go find out.
Sally, I have given you benefit of the doubt when it came to all of that Sewell stuff, right? I was there. I kept the others from questioning too closely. I asked for the same courtesy at the moment.
Sally, like, she kind of like stiffens and like softens. And Kieran, I will press no farther, but if you feel like your back is against the wall, just know that my daggers are ready.
I'll let you know. I may need your help in the future at some point. It is not that point yet, though. I'll see if they know anything about the houses, though, that we can use. We should probably also gather what information we can on this Aklavdra.
Yes, though I don't feel like this bar would be the best place unless you could ask your good friend, Ebony.
Fuck. Seraphina still has my money, doesn't she? I'm out of money.
Well, my money went to a cursed sword that brought Seraphina to insanity, so...
Yeah, good job on that one. Is that how you got it?
She was insistent. She wanted to use the rest of her gold. She wanted to trade her sword in. So I thought I was doing a kind thing. This is why I don't do kind things for people.
She does still have my money, right?
She does.
The rest of my money.
She has not spent a coin. That is, she is a crazy person, but she is a holy one, and she did not spend your money. We could wait. Right. The prince said he will be coming with 1,000 gold. I'm sure you know Neil and Seraphina need it far less than we do right now. because they are in trouble in my mind.
Well, I'm gonna go freshen up real quick, and if I see Ebony, I'll see what I can find out.
That's fine. I'm going to take my sweet Atog for a walk around the bar, the inn. Make sure he gets some stretched legs. They grow very quickly, fun fact, Kieran. I might be able to ride him soon.
That's pretty cool. And I think as Kieran sort of goes to leave the room, he sort of turns back and says, "Thanks," and leaves back to his room.
Nice. And as you go, we just kind of see you leave, and the camera kind of stays on the door, and as it kind of closes, we hear like the kind of bang, and then we hear like the banging of like footsteps and carts and people, as we see the camera following Seraphina and Neil.
All right. He took me to a warehouse. That's where we'll be going, but we need to approach with caution. Make sure there's no one outside
Okay.
that might see us.
Sure. Let's. Okay.
Let us walk forward, but with caution.
I'm pretending to be a bad guy, so I have to strut.
Please, Neil, I understand that you're pretending to be a bad guy. I don't 100% know why, but please don't draw attention to us.
Because we are going to talk to some bad people, and I don't
Can
know.
you just walk normal in this moment?
For now, okay.
Okay, thank you. I'll
Shut
go
up.
back. I'll go back towards the warehouse, trying to take as less crowded of a route as possible.
So you're like through back alleys and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
yes.
not trying to be like obviously going through, cutting through markets when it's appropriate, but also if there's an easy path to take.
Yeah. So thank you for the raid as well. Hope everyone's coming in is all right, and I think streamer's good. Thank you. Welcome to our.
Because it's not all right here. It's a garbage fire. It's a big dumpster fire that
Well-
Pro is orchestrating.
But
We're
it's a
going to
good-
buy slaves.
Welcome.
Let's go.
So you travel down, and it takes you an hour to get there. You guys are crossing to the western side of the eastern side, sorry, of the city. The Foreign Quarter is kind of like in the center in a bit. So it's gonna take you like an hour to 30 minutes, depending on like how fast you walk. And you get to the place easily.
Is there anyone outside the place?
Room perception check.
Neil, use your sharp eyes and help me look to see if there's anyone here.
Don't tell me what to do.
Neil!
You crazy broad.
Never mind, it's fine.
No, you don't see anyone.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to the door and I'm gonna listen with my ears.
I use the same perception check. You don't see it. You don't hear anything.
I slowly open the door and I peek my eyeball in.
The cages are there. How long does the food last?
I don't know, all day.
Just
8 days.
a million days.
Until it's all eaten. 24
Or-
hours.
Alright, yeah. So the table's still there. A lot of the food is gone.
Oh, good.
If you're looking in.
Is there anyone in there? I kind of like, I open it just enough and I kind of like try and crane my head around.
I mean, you're running your head around. It's like a dark room, so you can't really see much. You don't have dark sight.
Neil, do you have dark sight?
No, I'll just walk in.
Nope. I hold out my hand.
Hey. Oh. All right.
Was it dark before? Why is it so dark now? Why is it so dark now? Was it dark before?
No.
Oh,
My shield's still glowing pink.
no. This doesn't last forever.
I mean, you can light on a cage.
Yeah, but I don't want to draw attention if there's something spooky going on.
You have to
in here.
touch the cage, though, so that means walking in.
You have a
What are you
magic
scared of?
sword that collects souls, Serafina. If
I know,
Sally was
but I
there,
don't want to kill. I don't want to have to kill anyone if I don't have to. Okay, I walk in and I will cast a light just like on my gloves and
Mhm.
hold it out in front of me.
Yeah, you cast a light on your gloves. The room illuminates. Cages are empty. No one's there.
Neil, we have a problem. Neil, come in here.
Let's search real quick. Maybe they're hiding.
Oh, good call.
Can we do a search real quick?
Hello.
Roll me investigation.
Any slaves in here?
Hello, slaves.
Ooh, I got a 17.
Yeah, you're looking around. It's gone. Body's still there.
They're gone, but the person Seraphina killed is still there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I have locate creature. But let me see how this.
We should get rid of this body.
You killed this person? This was the slave guy?
Yes, I cut his head off.
That's good.
Can I use
What a jerk.
Sacred Flame to catch him on fire and cremate him?
Yeah, sure. Take a
Smell
minute.
of corpse is definitely not conspicuous.
Mhm.
What? What did you say?
I said the smell of burning corpse is not conspicuous at all.
It'd be super quick.
No, it's a cantrip. No, it's not. It's not going to be super quick. It doesn't just combust things.
It's 3d8. That's quite quick. He's a slave owner. How many HP does he have? Well, 0 because he's dead.
It's not about. No, it's about how fast you can light a body on fire.
Okay, fine. I won't do it. We need to do something with this body.
Can we look for tracks to see if any hints of whether they left of their own volition or if they were dragged out?
I'm gonna say with the same. Actually, no. You're looking specifically for tracks now, so you can roll me an investigation check.
Do it.
I rolled
Can
a
I help?
10. A
Oh, that
10.
isn't a 10.
You can roll your own.
Okay.
No, it's nothing. The food's like been taken and like gone, but
Well, maybe they fled and are having freedom right now. So
I don't think so. But we can hope that they won't tattle.
let's loot this-
an arrow hits like a beam.
Swear to God, you two!
There's like a piece of parchment on there.
I read the parchment.
It's an undercommon, and surprisingly, you can read it now.
Do I know that it's an undercommon? and
Yeah,
do I
because
know
yeah,
that I
because
can-
yeah, because it's not in English. It's not in common language.
Okay.
You can read
Neil, I
it.
can read this. Neil, I can read this. What does it say?
It just says, "I see you,
Uh-oh.
and I saw what you did.
Oh, no.
Bravo,
Oh, okay.
you owe me."
Okay, I'm okay with this, actually.
That's a roller coaster of a letter. Right there.
I think my face was definitely like, as I was reading it, I was like,
Oh.
okay.
Learning to like, oh, I know this part means.
I turned to look to see. I assume the arrow was
like through a window.
shot through the. Oh, it was through a
Like
window.
through like an up, like remember it's a big warehouse, right?
Right.
Kind of it's shabbily done, but it was like through like a window.
Okay, well, there are two things. One is that whoever this person is, they liked what I did, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
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 I'm gonna loot this guy. Has he got anything on him?
You look through it and you look at his body. It's just like his pockets have already been like turned out.
You know what we should do? We should stab him a bunch so it looks like that the slaves killed him. I just start stabbing his body with my sword. Just like a bunch. Just stab,
This
stab,
is an
stab,
evil
stab.
place. I don't know if they even care about murder.
Yes, but it would be quite suspicious if a slave was able to cleave their owner's head from its body in one swift motion. So I
I need
think
both of you to give me a perception check.
no.
Perception?
It's just yeah, as you like, you guys have been investigating. You guys have doing this and then reading a letter and stuff.
Oh no!
Okay.
9.
The door opens,
Oh my goodness!
and
I found this dead body. Quick!
Alert the authorities! Arg! My God, where's the
Somebody
head?
clip that, please.
oh, that broke me.
Started laughing there, please. I can't even. I'm getting.
Oh,
Decapitated.
Jesus.
I think I'm gonna pass out. Oh no.
Oh.
Oh man, that got me. Woo! Just like instantly turning around. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. So, sorry if that broke people's ears. So the door opens. You say that. You say this, you see the little child, the slave child who the guy had, and you see him like get pushed in, and then you see like 3 drow female guards, and the boy's just like, this is his place. I did what you asked. Please don't hurt me. And then you just see them like walk forward and just push past the boy. Where is the one who is manning the store? It's been vacant for ages. Those slaves need to be attended to.
I'm so glad you're
What's
here.
this?
I was meeting this man to purchase some slaves, and I found him like this in the warehouse, completely empty.
Run me a deception check.
God damn it.
Neil, help her.
Neil, say something.
Okay. I put my toothpick in my mouth and I go, "What's your problems, all of you?"
That doesn't help. Roll me a disadvantage.
I don't think a disadvantage can be worse.
Yeah, unless you got, we might get a crit 1. You said it couldn't help. You were wrong. They're just like they walk forward and like they take out like they're 2 behind, take out their scimitars. This woman, she has like this like fine like elven armor on. She has like her hair like tied back, and she kind of like folds up her arms, and she just says, "This was Kindle's place. Did you kill him?"
None
Let
of
me
your
just
bee-
see what spells I have here.
Maybe it's none of your beeswax. Now why don't you get to stepping?
Watch your tongue, human.
Forgive my friend here. He is strange. I don't know what to tell you. I did not kill this man.
Want me a deception check? Disadvantage because of
No, Neil!
because they might not care anymore.
Oh
5,
man.
5 again.
Roll 20 has turned against us.
And like they
I
step,
have a -1 charisma.
they step forward, and they're just like, do you still have your button on you that the prince gave you?
Yeah, because no one told me to take it off, and how would I have known that we were instructed to remove our travel garments?
Well, just the button, not the cloak.
You are out here killing slave owners.
So the thank you for the bits, by the way. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Without mentioning it, I'm just hyper focused in the moment.
He did before the group broke up to go get me before Seraphina left. He did tell everyone that the buttons were no longer necessary.
Seraphina
No.
wasn't there though. Seraphina
No,
wasn't there
yeah.
though. But no one else mentioned it when she made it back.
No, because he mentioned it before the group broke up to find me when
I
he
thought
first
he-
arrived.
Oh,
He
Oh
definitely
yes,
mentioned
no, yes, that's right. He did.
you're right. He did say it beforehand, and then and then he repeated it to Kieran.
Mm-hmm. But would
So
you have
there-
done it?
So,
Well, no,
yeah.
no.
I mean, I don't know if he had
The sword took over.
Yeah, the
then
sword took
yes,
over
but
at
I
that
don't
point
remember,
because then she
yeah.
walked out because the
Yeah.
sword took her and then she left.
So no, I still have the button on.
Yeah, so the drow woman just goes, "What are you new here? Some kind of new blood in the house?"
Yeah, that's right. there's new blood in the house. What's it to you?
I don't say anything because I'm not 100% sure what's going on right now, and so I'm just gonna wait.
The woman in the dry woman inside just says, "Nice place. Take the boy." One of them like sheaves their scimitars and grabs the boy and just and says to both of you, "I can look past this, but it's gonna cost you
What?
How much?
500."
We get to
Gold?
keep the kid, though. Okay.
Not part of the deal.
Neil?
I'll give you a potion on top of the 500.
You think I'm some kind of human?
I don't care what you are. Okay. I'm assuming you're not too stupid to take a good deal when you see one. And so here, I got 500 gold.
Okay,
What's
I
the
pull out my
potion?
sword and I put my hand on Neil's chest and I go.
They
"Neil."
all take out their sword
Stop.
as soon as you
No,
take out
I'm
your
like
weapon.
I take out my sword, but I'm torn towards Neil. Neil.
They still take out their weapons.
That's fine. Neil. 500 gold. They leave with the boy.
All right, there's 3 drow women.
They
and
look
one-
like high guard, yeah.
one slave kid.
Mm-hmm.
Neil? I don't know
Right?
what weird
Is
bad
he
thing.
human?
you're
What
doing.
race is this kid?
Human boy. Looks to be maybe like 12. That's the deal. 500. You know what?
We accept the deal. I reach into my
No
pocket.
way.
I reach into my my suitcase of holding and I pull out 500 gold and I hand it over.
Whose gold is it? Kieran's
And
or
I'm like, in
Neil's?
my head, I'm like, Kieran, I owe you. Sorry.
Wait. Okay, wait. All right,
They-
there's 500. Here's another 100 for the kid.
No. Neil, stop.
Let me persuasion check.
Persuasion. Oh, 20.
Take that. Fine, take him.
Okay. All right.
Come on, let's go.
So I'll grab the kid, and I'll Serafina, I dump 400 of my gold into your thing.
Kieran will be very glad.
I'll say to the kid, hey, what's your name?
They walk out. They start walking out.
Bye.
Wait.
Neil, let's walk.
They're
Let's talk with
leaving-
him while we
You're
walk.
leaving the kid, right?
Yeah. But they're,
Let's
they're,
walk and-
they're just
let's
leaving.
walk and talk. Let's walk and talk.
They don't
Back
even
to
care about the
what we're
body.
doing.
So I want to ask the kid, what's your name?
I don't have one.
Doesn't have a name, Serafina.
You want to name him Liberty Bell?
Liberty, freedom. Listen, kid, do you know what freedom is?
What?
So I bought you, right? But I'm setting you free. We're gonna bring you somewhere safe. Give you a place to
Run!
stay, Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not gonna be bossed. Well, you'll still be bossed around because you're a little kid, but you're not gonna be a slave anymore. Okay. So stick with us for now. My name is Neil. That's Mom, Serafina. And you're gonna meet 2 other people who are kind of crabby, but they're nice. They just pretend to be crabby, pretty much. So I'm gonna call you Liberty Freedom, okay? Because you represent not being a slave. So it's very symbolic.
Yes, master.
We're gonna go to this sleazy place. When we go in, I'm gonna.
Don't call him Master. Please
I'm
don't.
gonna- No, yeah, I'm just Neil. Okay,
Yes, Sir Neil.
just Neil. We'll
yes,
get you a
yes,
snack.
yes, just Neil, my lord.
And all right, we're gonna teach you about, just what it's like to, have a judicious amount of freedom, which is your right as a living being. We're gonna teach you what your rights are. You have a right to shelter, and you have a right to food. You have a right to healthcare,
It's
which I can provide for you for free because I have magic healing powers.
I feel like I'm swallowing knives right now.
He just goes, this sounds magical, but if you say this, Sir Lord Neil, and you guys are just walking through the slave market.
Yes, we're walking at a brisk pace.
Yeah, he says to you, as you're walking past, so if does that mean everyone gets the right to freedom?
They should, but I am.
Will you free my mom? And my sisters? And my brothers?
Okay.
They're over there.
I'm gonna go kill
Oh,
myself.
they're right there.
Yeah,
Neil,
they're on that guy's
we
car.
need to get back to the Black Widow Inn. We can deal with this later, but we need
They're
to get
right
back
there,
now.
right now.
Yeah, they're right there with the car.
Are they like looking all sad and stuff?
Yeah, so they're in that human's cage, like, because I said there was humans there before, and they're the ones who are like malnourished, and they look like they're gonna like die of dehydration and thirst. There's no one there, and they're most likely just gonna be left there in the cages until they die, and then someone takes them off.
Neil, we
So-
have to come back for them. You know this.
Seeing them, you probably know that like they're just gonna die if they're just left.
You know we can't do this right
Is
now.
someone selling them?
No, because Serafina killed the person who owned them, and no one really cares for them because they're quite
Oh,
rubbish.
Alright.
But you know, you can probably tell that just walking over to them and taking them, people are going to be suspicious because they know who it belonged to. But since he's dead, no one's going to take care of them, so they're probably just going to die.
okay. And they're in a cage?
Neil, we can come back for them. This is the guy I killed. They'll be here tonight. We can come back tonight and steal them away when no one is looking. We cannot
But
do this
hold
right
on.
now.
You left the other slaves and they're gone. They were gone within an hour.
Because I unlocked their cages.
Yeah, well, I mean, word's gonna get around that Kindle is dead, and people are gonna come take his wares, his product.
Neil, we cannot get them. We have to go back.
We cannot not get them.
Neil, you are putting the entire mission at risk. I did something very stupid, and I regret it, and it's gotten us already in quite a bit of trouble. I can't let you do this. We have to finish the mission.
Boy, he's
We
like
have to go to the party tonight.
tearing up. The small child, like
Look at his face.
looking at you.
This is the
Neil?
face of liberty and freedom,
No, it's not.
and it's crying right now.
It's the face of a boy that you bought that you are going to abandon and who will die on these streets.
This is boy
That
justice.
is the
and
face that
weeping.
this is, Neil.
Y'all are just fighting in the city streets.
Shh.
We're not yelling. We're walking.
You know what we're gonna do? I got it. We'll take them, but we'll leave some
No,
money.
no, Neil.
We'll write a note. Kindle.
I
here's your
grab
payment.
I
for
grab
our
Neil's arm. I grab Neil's arm.
purchases.
We have to go.
This
we can
kid's like
bring
really
the boy-
crying.
We can bring the boy
Yeah,
with
like
us. but
he
we have to go.
understands you, so he understands what you're saying, and he's
Neil,
just like
if you
tearing up,
try and get
looking
these
at his like
parents,
family.
this child will die. Do you understand me? This kid will die if you try and get his parents. They will find us and they will torture him. He will be dead. If you want to save him, we need to leave now.
I'm gonna look at the kid. What do you want me to do? You tell me.
Don't.
I want you to save my family.
Look, Serafina,
No,
if you need
Neil.
to revoke my membership in the Gilded Glaive, you go ahead. But I won't be able to live with myself if I leave these people to die. I can't do it. I can't
You
do
are
it.
killing all of them. You cannot face off against an entire market of slavers and guards. Not only are you killing them, you are killing Kieran and you are killing Sayeli. You are abandoning them. You're abandoning our mission.
As you say this, and this is happening, there's like a pause, and you hear a voice in your head, Serafina.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the greater good. The boy is causing problems.
No!
The mission should come first,
No!
like we discussed.
You are hungry. I say this in my head. You are well fed. Shut up. Go back to sleep.
But you hear that.
I'm going to look. I'm going to tell. I have to take care of them. I can't leave them. It's too
Neil,
important.
don't. No.
I'm walking up to that cage.
No, I stop him.
How?
I jump in front of him.
Okay.
Don't.
Yeah, what do you do?
Neil, I'll fight you. I'm stronger than you.
People are starting to look because you're having this like talk. Not like
would fight
you know
me?
a lot.
You would
But
fight-
Yes, Neil, because you're being stupid right now.
This is not
You're
stupid.
not thinking. Yes, it is.
We
What
can
are you
bring
going
them
to do?
the temp-
We can't have this conversation right now. We need to go
Bring them to the temple of Bakab. They
Here?
raised me.
in
Yeah.
this world where they
Yeah.
are known slaves that you stole in a slave market where people can see you.
Nobody owns them anymore.
They don't know that because he's dead.
Well, we'll just say, hey, he's dead. He's right there. They're mine now.
Neil, you're gonna kill all of us, and this mission will be nothing.
Beastmaster, are we doing this?
No, we're not.
You're gonna have to stop me. I have to save them.
I scream, I don't know you, that's my purse! And I grapple Neil.
Right, grow me an athletics check. Neil, roll me an athletics or acrobatics check.
I don't have disadvantage, so
20.
20.
Oh, I have a +3. Oh no, a 5.
You get grappled. People are looking like, oh, what? But people are like not really like bothering. You
You're
just
just
currently
wrong.
grappled him.
You're wrong. You're just wrong.
I know this is wrong.
You're
I
wrong.
don't feel good about it.
You are not the person that I thought you were.
No, I'm not. I've done bad, awful things, and I'm not going to get everyone killed.
All right, I don't want to hear it. Let me grab the kid and let's get out of here.
All right, I let Neil up.
This is on you.
I know that, Neil.
So
You're not telling me anything I don't know.
I can love this feels right now. As you're going and you're saying this, the boy in your hands like, Mama, oh, Mama. And like if you just like, you know, tell him to shut up, he will, but he's just like crying and looking back and he
I'll just tell
stumbles a
him.
bit.
I'm sorry.
It's
We're gonna
all
be-
that lady's fault. Your kids are dead.
We're gonna get you safe. That's the best we can do for now.
He looks back, and as he looks back, we just see tears in this boy's eyes, crying. As we see slavers walking around, we see the camera kind of zooming into the kind of pen, and we see them malnourished, just kind of gaunt. And we see like the mother like looking towards like the boy, and we just see a single tear like fall down her face. And that's where we're gonna end for today.
I feel nauseous.
This was not. I didn't like this one.
Just
Errol
saying.
High Sinlu.
I might pass out. I need to hold on. I need to sit for a second.
What do you
I've
do
been-
when there are moral choices and each person is right? Both of you were right. There was no right or wrong answer in that. It was just consequence. Great drama, great stories, and awesome players. Let's go around your cast and crew, see what they thought of it, and we will see what comes of this next week. So let's go around and we will thought of it. Let's start with Seraphina. Hey.
Very sad. Today was a very sad episode. I was kind of expecting bad things to happen to us, and I didn't realize that the bad things that were going to happen to us was going to be us. This was a really, really good session. I liked it. It was very different, and I kind of like that now that we're moving into a long-term campaign, we're going to have these inter-party conflicts that don't feel like worth investing into when you're just doing just a short campaign because you want everything to go smoothly.
Mm.
And so I really like now that we're seeing kind of Kieran and Sayeli kind of off in one corner trying to figure out what to do with Serafina and Neil. And it's always kind of been the 2 against 2, like the 4 working together, but definitely the 2 islands. And now it's interesting to see what's going to happen with Serafina and Neil now that they may not be allies.
Yeah.
I may
new
not be his
things
mom
coming
anymore.
forward.
But it was a really good episode, even though it was really sad. You can find me on Twitter at @tis_aliens and at Monster Crushing, which is a podcast that I host with fellow Greyhawk channel member Ellie, where we talk about monsters, cryptids, paranormals, and aliens, and which ones are the smoochiest.
Yeah, super awesome. Thank you for playing. Be sure to check out Tiz. Link is in the chat to her Twitter. If you want to check her out, thank you for playing and showing just that kind of drama and that kind of two-way about it, like debating with the sword and then choosing the different path when it was like versus the mission in your lives and just the whole like dynamic. It was great. So thank you for doing that and playing with us. So thank you. Super awesome. Super awesome. Jumping down, Sean.
Hello, my name is Sean. You just watched me play. You just watched me play Neil Sarkadam, a 16th level paladin. So yeah, I hope next time I get to be more bad Neil, because I really like being a really pathetic version of a bad guy. And I'll be writing on my blog about this episode. Just Google Power Score.
I don't want to read that blog post because I feel like it's not gonna be very nice.
It'll probably be about slaves in D&D, which is something that comes up. I don't know. It's come up in my games many times before, and it's always a weird thing. Like players buying slaves and all that kind of stuff. It's weird. So yeah, I'll write about that. I think tonight on this channel, I think it's tonight, the Liberation of Joff. I think Atomic Firebird is on it, and I think Shauna is on it, and Zippy is on it. And I watched most of the first episode last week, and it was really good. And I think it starts at 7 p.m. EST. I think I got that right. And it's run by the guy who does the Welcome to the Party channel. His name is also Sean Throckmorton. So I believe that the Liberation of Joff is actually an AD&D second edition like expansion of the Against the Giants storyline. I always kind of eyeballed it, but I never bought it or read it. So it's a cool thing to get to kind of see what it's like. And last time they fought a bunch of hill giants, and it was pretty freaking intense. And there's a guy in that show. I think his name is Rolf, or it might be his character. He's got like the best voice ever. Just like, man, the whole group was really good. So looking forward to watching that again tonight. That's it for me.
Yeah, be sure to check out Sean as they go. Does great, awesome stuff. Great member of the community, and it's great up here. As we are seeing here. Thank you for playing and being part of this very feels episode. And jumping from you, some of my great players, Tommy.
Kieran's in the nice bathtub in his room right now, and he's just like, they couldn't possibly get us in any more trouble. They'll be okay. Like, at least Serafina's got sort of a level head on her. How wrong he is. Oh man, that was an episode. I just, Kieran got slapped in the face by Pro and turned around and got slapped in the face by Neil and Serafina, and just, oh God, that was an episode. I am loving just sort of like the dynamic of the group very much changing and coming out at this sort of moment in this place, and I look forward to seeing how that continues to change in the next couple sessions, probably. Oh boy, that was session. I'm Tommy, Imperator Pengu on Twitter. I do the tabletop RPG stuff and some video game stuff, and wow, I just blanked on everything. Best place to find out about anything I'm doing is on my Twitter. I've got over on Grimjack's channel this Friday. It'll be our second episode of the Invisible Sun campaign by the bad boy Grant himself. That's super exciting. I'm looking forward to that. I also produce and run a podcast called the Tabletop Explorer Society, where we it's a learn by play podcast where we learn how to play new and different RPG systems and hopefully help others discover and learn them themselves. You can follow us at Tabletop Explore. We release every other Monday. We're having a few problems with our hosting right now, so a bunch of our episodes aren't showing up. That should be fixed soon, because I pay for good customer service from them. So hopefully that will be all cleaned up soon. But you can still listen to our first episode if you haven't started yet. That's still up, luckily. But yeah, I'm looking forward to next week so much.
Yeah, thank you for playing, being super awesome, and being that angry feels boy that we all enjoy. And talking about and also being awesome and screaming into the void. Right.
Hello. It's NPC Bree, a broken woman. Gosh, I'm like I have like all like goosebumps. I'm a little dizzy. I might have hyperventilated a little bit, but that's a sign of a great game. And I just want to say thank you to the players, to our DM. There's nothing like being so emotionally invested, and when you stare into a Zoom chat full of a bunch of people sitting in their respective homes and you don't see any of that, but you see the adventure playing out, it's really an experience unlike any other. It's better than seeing any movie. It's better than going out to see any TV show. It's truly an experience unlike any other. So thank you guys. You do have me stressed in levels I can't explain. I will have to go put on more deodorant now. Maybe wash my face. I don't know how I'm gonna make it through my work shift, but you can find me on Twitter at NPCBree2Es. You can also find me in a plethora of places where I play games. Tonight I will be on Soul Bear RPG, where I play Comedy of Strahd, which will be a complete departure from this stress level. It is one of the funniest things I've ever participated in, ever. I've never just laughed so purely for 3 hours straight. It's okay if you've never seen an episode, it doesn't matter. It's not like we actually do anything of note. We just fuck around and burn down buildings. You can also find me Wednesdays, this Wednesday specifically, Wednesday night on Scraticus's channel. We are doing the finale of Eden. Again, if you've never seen an episode, I don't think it matters. It's all a hellhole of stress and screaming. It is about to be intense. I have a flamethrower and a vengeance to quell.
Avenge me! Avenge Crowbar!
Well, actually, I have the knife that Crowbar was stabbed with, and I'm going to use it to kill the villain. So,
Nice.
But you can also find me on Sundays where we play Return to Greyhawk on the Greyhawk channel, the flagship show where there is less stress but different stress. So yes, I am everywhere. 2019 will have some more games. So if you follow me on Twitter, you will find all of those. Please find me there. I have good memes. I found stock photos on the internet, so please come check them out. Yeah, I'm gonna hyperventilate now into my coffee.
Cool. And yeah, I am Pro Restarter. I just want to first of all thank all of my players for taking this deep dive with me. This, as I said from the beginning, this is gonna be a surrealism horror game, but since we have a longer campaign, I like to dip into other aspects and just the kind of a dichotomy of choice and how even though you're a high level character and in all retrospects powerful, how in the grand scheme of things there are some things that you cannot control and is out of your control, and the in-rooted evil of the world and how that plays out versus the greater good and saving one life versus saving more or saving your own life. I don't think gets played upon in role-playing games. because they're always kind of deemed as the hero, like the superpower, like Avenger type character. And it's good to kind of get down to the personal level of how these situations and societal differences in different cultures in D&D can affect that character. And kind of playing that out makes it more, it humanizes it a lot more, and just the struggle the world takes. Instead of it being a 1 to 20 wild ride of lightning bolts and adventure. So yeah, thank you for watching this and being a part of this game. I love it incredibly. Super great cast and super great channel. Catch me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram, all that same stuff. My stuff will be in the chat. And yeah, until next time, y'all. Peace, love, and chaos, right? Bye.